Welcome back, people, to another video of PremPods. Today we're going over game week 28 in the English Premier League. Just 10 games left after this fixture list. We're starting it off with an interesting game. 12:30 kickoff, always dodgy. At the City ground, Forest against Man City. And you can kick it off, mate. Tell us what's going to happen.
Well, in all honesty, I can see a draw here, to be honest with you. Forest have been playing quite well. Everyone's been saying that they're going to tail off. They've had a few games which have been tough, which a lot of people would have said they would have lost anyway. But I'm seeing this quite tight, mate. I might just go with City nicking it. Yeah. I was very close to a 1-1, but I'm going to say City 2-1.
Bosh! Yeah. It could be a difficult game, honestly, for both teams, obviously. I'm going to go with you as well. I'm backing City to get a result here. I'm going to go 2-0 to City. Bosh! Against my better judgment, because they've been conceding a lot more often nowadays. And Wood's in massive form. Elanga, Hudson-Odoi can always cause problems. Yeah. But, yeah, 2-0 City. And I think you're going to find, I think we said this as well, that City will overtake Forest, possibly by this game.
Well, if they get 3 points on level.
Yes. So,
but they've obviously got more goal difference, so they will jump up if Chelsea don't actually.
Forest have to do everything they can to stay in top four. Yeah. Because it will be a huge achievement financially for the club.
Oh, massive.
Could set them up for a couple of years as well, really. Sure.
Especially with these players, mate. They could do well in the Champions League. You could go on a little run, mate. Get through knockouts.
They already have like a good sized squad, and there's not a massive drop off in players when you're taking off like Dominguez, Ryan Yates, that sort of thing. So yeah, they've already got a decent enough squad, and this will just give them the chance to better it.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah.
I hope Forest win, to be honest with you, but just for the points, we're going City basically. Yeah. On to the next one. We have got Brighton against Fulham at the Amex. 3 o'clock kickoff. The start of the 3 o'clocks on a Saturday. This, again, another tight game. Brighton up and down this season. There's been games where you said they played brilliantly, and then games where they've been awful. Again, Fulham, pretty similar. Like, they've had a really good run of it, and somehow they're below Brighton. When at the start of the season, you'd have put Fulham way higher up. But they had a few games where you thought they would have won. They just didn't get the result, which is why ultimately Fulham are 9th and Brighton are 8th. But for my prediction, I'm going Desmond. Desmondo, mate. 2-2. Bosh! Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, Brighton have never beaten Fulham in the Prem.
Wow.
A couple of draws and Fulham having a lot better form against them. Even away, at home, doesn't matter where it is. And I'm going to go with that continuing, honestly. I'm going to go with 2-1 Fulham. Bosh! Simple scoreline. Very tight game, in my opinion. Yeah, there's not a lot between these two teams.
Nah, very good attackers, very good like wing backs. Yeah. Decent, solid centre-back pairing. Quite a decent midfield. They're all quite solid, to be honest with you. So it'll be a good game to watch.
Yeah, 2-1 Fulham. Back in your way, team.
Fair enough, mate. On to the third game. We've got Crystal Palace against Ipswich. Crystal Palace doing well, mate. They're actually getting some points now. We've asked them to get some points to push them up the table. Yep. Now they're up in 12th. We were questioning about 5 or 6 games ago whether they get dragged into this relegation scrap. Yep. It's not looking like that's going to happen just because of how well they've done. And they've got results where a lot of people probably wouldn't have thought they would have got results. Beating Fulham, beating Villa. Massive games, mate. Yeah. Massive games to get 3 points in, and I think they're going to continue. I'm going to go 3-1 Palace because they're liable to concede, and Ipswich do love scoring a consolation goal, unfortunately. So yeah, for that reason, 3-1 Palace, mate.
I'm going the exact same scoreline. Going to keep it short and sweet. 3-1 Palace. I can't believe that they just battered Villa 4-1.
Yep, insane.
To be honest. Pretty crazy scoreline, actually. Probably the best result they've had this season, maybe you would argue.
Well, they beat United away, didn't they?
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah, but United are lower than them.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? Villa, are still... Well, they're not doing as good, but again, the squad's a lot better, in my opinion. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree with you. 3-1 you again?
3-1 Palace, yeah.
Easy, mate. Not too much to say about these two. Ipswich... I hope they do enough, but it's not looking like that, mate. 3 teams that are coming up look like they're going straight back down, mate. On to the next one. Your mob.
Yep.
Liverpool, Anfield. When are they not there? 3 o'clock kickoff, Southampton. You see what I mean now, innit? Because when I report it, I'm like, Anfield,
I don't see what
every
you mean.
week,
Check
mate.
how many home games we played. Check how many away games we played.
Yeah, man, it's fine, man.
We've just had like 3 away games back to back. Pretty much. Well,
you'll be fine.
Wolves in between that, I think.
Well, anyway, you're playing the worst club in the league by a long way.
Yep.
And I think this is a game week where you should pick up loads of goals, but I don't think you will.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be a clean 2-0, although it should be about 8.
Yeah.
Because Darwin Núñez will miss 6 chances at least if he starts.
4-0 is what I'm going with straight off the bat. Not really going to be talking about this one for too long.
No.
It should be plain and simple. We've seen in previous years when we were going for the title, Watford do nothing for the whole season, still get relegated as well, by the way.
And stop your unbeaten season.
But beat us 3-0.
Yeah. At Anfield.
It wasn't at Anfield.
It wasn't Anfield?
No.
Did you beat them at Anfield? Or am I thinking of another time where you drew?
Probably, but
yeah.
And we were going for unbeaten season and stuff like that. So these weird results can happen, but nah, not this season. 4-0 Liverpool, nice and simple. Southampton, unfortunately, we'll be back in the Championship before long.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was a good time while it lasted, didn't it?
Just don't have Premier League players. It's as simple as that. You can't expect to stay in the league if you don't have Premier League level players, or at least like 3 or 4 key players in the spine that are that level.
It's like the geezer that's going out with a proper good-looking girl. It's not going to last that long if you're not good-looking. And Southampton's team,
well, you just
not at that level.
Need to maintain something.
You got to have money or something.
You need to
maintain something. Pay for nails. Do something. These are not doing nothing in this league.
That's just
9 points. Every time I speak about them, they're on 9 points, and it don't change.
They're on 9 points with 27 games. No. That's in total.
In total, mate. They're on 9 points, mate. The worst season in the Premier League is Derby County on 13 points, and they're pushing them.
They might beat us then.
Because
there's absolutely no reason why they should beat us. They're on 9 points.
Yeah, they're on 9 points. 27
They've won 2 games. We'll see 27 games.
Yeah, and lost 22. They will beat Liverpool. Let's talk it into existence.
Honestly, I would not be surprised because it's football shithousery that is so unnecessary. Because they're still going to get relegated anyway.
Yeah, and they're not catching the pack.
Yeah.
On to the next one, mate. 4-0, I'm going 2-0.
Yeah.
Let's hope Southampton beat them. Brentford against Villa is our 5:30 G-Tech Stadium. We do like the name of that stadium. It is quite a decent stadium to visit as well if you're ever near there. And again, another short and sweet one, I think. Villa, inconsistent, mate. Inconsistent this year. And that is the reason why they are down in 10th. Like, it's not good enough. They'd had an unbelievable run last year. Their home form was brilliant. Away form was still decent last year as well. They were picking up big results against big teams. This season has just been the opposite. They might be a bit tired. Who knows what's going on? But I am still... You know what? 2-1 Brentford. I'm backing the boys. If Brentford beat them, they close the gap to Villa to 2 points. And I think that's enough for them. It's still Thomas. Is it Frank? Is it Frankie Boy down there? Thomas Frank? Good manager. Good tactician. 2-1 Brentford, mate.
I'm close. I'm 2-2 though.
All right.
I'm going draw. It's happened quite a few times between these two. I think it will happen again. I subscribe to your view that Brentford could have enough to beat them for sure. But it's a bit of an up and down game. So 2-2.
Fair enough. Desmond, that's your first Desmond of the week.
It's draw, yeah.
Is there any more? Let's find out, mate. On to the next one. 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, they're doing it.
They're bunching it together for the midweek fixtures. We're getting close.
This is one of them that you can watch football, sit on the sofa from 12:30 till 10 at night.
Yeah, 10 at night. You can be in a pub from 10 in the morning till 10 at night. Yeah. That's what these are selling this weekend.
Yeah.
Wolves against Everton. Moisey, unbelievable. I have no bad words to say about Moisey. Wolves, although they were... Well, I say Everton were in the scrap, I was going to say, sorry. Definitely not in it now, in my opinion. Making a massive gap between them and even the Wolves, Ipswich is big now. It's good 9 points down to Wolves. So I honestly think, mate, Moisey's men's going to march on. 2-1 to Everton. Very conservative scorelines this week, I'm giving.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, but I think this could be one of the first games that they do lose. It's an odd fixture. Disappointing a couple of games ago just with the United fixture, being 2-0 up, dominating. United just not having anything for them, but then you don't go and really kill off the game. I kind of said that they're like that with United at times.
They didn't get bad though.
They didn't get bad.
Played well in the first half.
They was in control of the game. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They were 2-0 up, cruising,
Yeah.
and you just throw it. So yeah, 2-1 Wolves. Nice and simple.
Bosh.
They're going to need to pick up points soon. They're running out of time, and this could be a game where Everton. It's a bit of a reminder game that there's like, although Moisey's back and the squad are playing a lot better, this is a reminder of still where they're at, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get you with that one. I get you. On to the next one. We have got Chelsea against Leicester. Leicester, unfortunately, one of those clubs down in the thick of it and not looking like they're going to make it out. Although they could pull Wolves into it, mate. If Wolves don't pick up some results, Wolves could swap places with one of these lot, innit? And we could lose Wolves from the Premier League. That is definitely possible. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I gave 2 goals away to Southampton, and Chelsea proved me wrong. They just slumped them 4-0. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt here to Chelsea. I'm only going to let them concede 1. I'm going 3-1 Chelsea.
Bosh.
Fair. 4-2.
That was my Southampton score.
Yeah, 4-2. Chelsea can be leaky as anything, but they will score lots of goals. And I think this could be a bit of a back and forth game where Leicester are surprising Chelsea at times, but Chelsea still have enough quality to just pull away in the end of the game. They've just been kind of slowly getting worse and worse. Chelsea, they've had some games where they've upped the performance level again, but the inconsistency is just there for everyone to see.
Oh, for sure.
From December, them being in a title challenge to where we are now, now their target is at best Champions League.
Well, they will get top 4. I'll be honest though.
There's no
if
guarantee.
we start dropping off, and the thing is, they need to get
City
all the
and
points.
Newcastle are a couple of points behind.
Yeah, 2 points.
They're more consistent than Chelsea.
Yeah, for sure.
They have, in my opinion, better players in more important areas to get them over the line. And I think you could see Chelsea dropping out of the top 4. City or Newcastle will be replacing them. I think City for 100% are getting top 4. And after such a good season and start to it, Chelsea are not going to get top 4.
Yeah, mate. I don't care if they get top 4 or not. I don't like them. City club. Second behind my... Well, actually, no. There's a few hated clubs I've got in. Coming on to my most hated club in the Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur, who, can I just say, we read like an absolute book. Both of us said 4-1 against Ipswich. That was the exact scoreline.
Yeah.
Because we know what Spurs do. And what are they going to do this week? 2-1 Bournemouth. That's what's going to happen. They are not beating Bournemouth. I don't care. They're away, home. It don't matter. Bournemouth are a better team than them this season. You can say what you want about how big the club is or how small Bournemouth Stadium is compared to Spurs. The team on that pitch are going to outplay them.
Yeah.
That's all I think.
2-1?
2-1 Bournemouth.
I'm going 3-2 just to be slightly different. I was going to go 2-1 just to go the same scoreline again. But 3-2.
Yeah,
yeah. Both can score, both will concede. It'll be a good game, back and forth. Not going to be much separating them, honestly. But yeah, I fancy Bournemouth as well, for sure.
I fancy Bournemouth. I do fancy Bournemouth in this one. Again, just like we say, this is our prediction this week. We did read them last week, but they could go and win 5-0. This is Spurs, isn't it? Who knows?
Yeah, it's the Pro.
And on to my second most hated club. And they're playing us. I didn't even know we were playing them. This is brilliant. 4:30 OT. You've said it many a times this season. They don't like playing at Old Trafford.
They don't.
And they do not want this game with us right now. Luckily, we don't have a striker. So this game's going to be a lot tighter than it needs to be.
Yep.
I honestly think we draw this game because it doesn't matter what United team we play against. We will bottle it. That is what I'm seeing this week. If we have Moreno up top, we are doing nothing. Harry Maguire will walk with that geezer 90 minutes and Moreno will do nothing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that now. So I'm going Desmond. Desmondo, as usual. I don't care what we really did. Like they did well against us in the FA Cup. We played poor. They played very, very good. One of the best games I've seen them play, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2-2, mate. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going to back you. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. Pretty much every game United are involved in, I would say 2-1 to them or 2-1 to the other team. It's just how it is. They have performed better in these types of games this season, for sure. Against Man City, against us, against yourselves. In certain fixtures, they seem to get enough of their confidence and motivation up to play well in these games.
Yeah.
But then they'll go and lose to Wolves at home, to Palace at home.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous scorelines, honestly. From when you look at why did you play like this in this game? Why? You played like this, like against us, for example.
Yeah, and see.
We could have lost that game. I think we would have deserved to lose that game, honestly, if it happened. And you play like that against, now it's showing the best team in the league. But then you can't keep that level of performance a week later against people lower than you in the league.
Yeah, it don't matter.
It just doesn't make any sense to me, honestly.
Weird club, mate.
But yeah, 2-1 Arsenal. United don't like playing at home. That's it. Simple.
Fair enough. Luckily, we don't. The only thing going for us in this game before we move on is luckily we don't concede that many. Exactly. And they don't score that many.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that is where I can kind of see us nicking it 1-0.
Yeah.
But again, it's Arsenal United, isn't it? Like, again, when we look at this Premier League table, like when I'm seeing Tottenham down in 13th, Man United down in 15th, table means nothing.
Yeah.
When you play the game, you're playing a team. You're not playing 15th. You're playing United.
That's it.
And that's our problem all the time. We don't like going to OT, mate. We do not like it. We got battered 8-2 there.
It's like United players remember that in these games and completely forget it in every other game.
They're like, we can play to this level, and then they go down to a different level.
If Everton kept it as it was like a couple of games ago, they would have been, half of their games was losses this season.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy.
Yeah, it's dreadful. Well, mate, you say, well, it's dreadful, mate. They've played 26 games and they've lost 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So,
It's dreadful. It's dreadful. And drawn 6 of them. And Manchester United won 8 games so far. Yeah. 8. Let me just make you understand that Brighton, Bournemouth, Newcastle, these teams have won 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
Double what they're
getting. They're terrible. That's as simple as that. They're just terrible. But they'll play well in these types of games. Yeah. You can't write them off against these.
Definitely not. That's why I'm doing 2-2.
At home, you've seen they've lost 3-0 against Spurs at home. We beat them 3-0 at home. That they don't play well at home, so.
But you lot have got like strikers and attacking players that like to get forward. Our one's just sideways.
I think you could just bully them in certain situations.
I hope so, innit?
That's all you'll need.
I hope so, mate.
The midfield is empty.
Yeah, it's true.
You're gonna win the midfield battle with your eyes closed. To be honest with you, even just with Partey and Rice, you could just leave them to handle Bruno, Casemiro, Eriksen, Mainu, whoever plays. Igati, who I think is just.
He does look off the pace.
He's just a pointless signing for me, honestly.
He does look.
He's a head case that doesn't do his job well. He just gets yellows.
Yeah, he's different. Hopefully we get over this game and we keep pushing the title challenge, but it's not looking like we're doing that. On to the last one, mate. On to the last fixture, game week 28. We've got West Ham against Newcastle. West Ham, honestly, I knew they would beat us because, like you say, football's stupid. They're down in 16th. Yeah. No reason for us to beat them. At home, we lost to them 2-0. Didn't even score a goal. They kept us at a clean sheet at our ground.
1-0, wasn't it?
Was it 1-0? Oh, yeah, they beat us 1-0, yeah. Even worse because you couldn't even get a goal at home. So that makes it even worse. But I think, Newcastle have been a lot better away from home this season. Yeah. Definitely not like last season. So again, I'm going to go... This is my 3-2. I'm going 3-2 Newcastle. Big scoreline, 8 o'clock. Is that on the... What is that? Yeah, that's on the Monday. We don't normally get that many goals on Monday. But 3-2. I'm going Newcastle.
Okay. 2-1 Newcastle. Short and sweet. I think they'll just nick it at the end. Could be that kind of game. Mm-hmm. West Ham will probably have better chances. Not take them. Newcastle will do a bit of a smash and grab and nick it at the end, is my opinion in this. They're West Ham. It's West Ham, right? They're just so inconsistent.
Yeah,
incredibly inconsistent.
Like a lot of
Newcastle can be like that as well at times.
Mm-hmm.
Smash and grab for Newcastle 2-1. Not really a lot to say about this. I don't like speaking on West Ham games at all.
Damn, it's like Everton.
Can't really ever figure them out honestly. But that's about it.
That's it, mate. Done.
Another game week done after this week. 10 games left. 10 games closer to Liverpool having their hands back round the Premier League title, lifting it aloft their heads at Anfield with fans. Yeah, without an asterisk.
Yep.
And it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. Let's see, mate. Let's see.
I'm talking too much, right?
Let's see, mate. It's a big enough gap to keep there, so I reckon you lot will do it. I don't. Without a striker, if you would have given me Saka, or if you would have bought someone, Lookman, just buy Lookman for 60 mil in a January window. Why not? 70 mil, 75, give it. But these lot don't want to put their hands in their pockets. So we're ultimately not going to win the league.
Mm-hmm.
And we ain't winning Champions League. So another year, no cups. Mikel, get out of my club.
Oh,
that's all I've got to say. Get out of my club.
That's it. That's the soundbite.
He's not the man for the job.
But yes, thank you again wherever you're watching from. As always, take care, stay safe,